be playing some real Flight Simulator. This is definitely a step up to Airline Commander, which is also made by these developers. And it's a really realistic game, so just bear with me. I'm still I'm very new to it, and the controls are quite realistic. And I know the basics of flight simulators, so I've landed a Cessna 172 before. In general, I just kind of follow the waypoint and be mindful of my airspeed, something I learned from a recent tutorial. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna be flying. Let me go back. I'm gonna be flying. I don't like this DHL. Let's see what they have. I don't want to do a 747. I'll do a 737 MAX 8. I'll choose Delta. And yeah, let's see. Do I want to fly? I was thinking of doing a Boston to New York flight, but I might switch it up. Why don't I do the opposite? I kind of want to fly. It's about an hour long flight, a little more, so it gives me plenty of time. And I don't want to use autopilot the whole way. I want to do a few waypoints without autopilot. Let me also put on some background music for you guys. Um, I'll keep this open here for a little bit. I'll put on some background music. And I've just been using royalty-free, like electronic music. Royalty-free electronic music. Just put this on in the background.
Looking for royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound. Get the safest music.
There's gonna be a bunch of ads in this one because it's a playlist. I'm gonna change it. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Except I want to take off in Boston. I do want to do gate as well. Okay, so that's why I select gate. Boston, because I live in Boston. And let me turn that down. I realize it's a bit loud. So yeah, Boston, takeoff, and then land at JFK. Land. Cool. So I'm flying over Long Island. And I'm not doing the advanced flight mode. So I don't really know how to like edit the waypoints, but that's fine. I'm just going with what they tell me. I wanna do runway. How do I do runway? Please do runway, because that would be so much better. I want a taxi. I'm actually liking this electronic music a lot. Royalty-free electronic music. And I know I have no viewers now, but I hope to get some viewers soon. I might message some people on Discord. Yeah, that's right. But please let me taxi. Sure, that's right. I'm gonna look up this manual. Lane selection, route selection. Just checking something here in the reference manual. Very extensive. So it's an HD airport. So that should be an HD airport. Okay. I really want a taxi. They're all HD airports. Let me check this one more time. HD has it's identical. It's that. Yeah. Yeah, these are HD. They have the blue thing. Like the blue gear. Is there a bunch of airports here? Yeah, I got a viewer. Awesome. Welcome. So, I'm playing this game. I'm very new to this game. This is this is Real Flight Simulator. Oh, Elias, how's it going? Good to see you here. So I'm doing another flight in this game, and I just realized this game is very advanced. And as you saw my last flight, good to see you, by the way. How's your? I guess it's wherever you are. It must be kind of late, but how's your day going, nonetheless? Good to hear. Good to hear. So glad I have a viewer. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a Boston, New York flight, and I'm just looking up in this manual. I'm just looking up this manual. How to like actually taxi to the gate. 'Cause that's what I want to do. I want to taxi. Maybe it's just upon landing you can do that. Sorry, I'm taking a little while for this. I'll get going soon. Whoops. I did not want to do that just yet. I messed up. Nope. Pause. Not ready yet. Exit. Yes, quit. I just want to fly. Exit. Fly now. Yeah, I want the Delta. I want the 737. Alright, I'll spend like a final minute on this. I saw this with New York. Okay, I long hold. I think it's only for landing. Like if I did this here. A long hold, okay. But I want to land in New York anyway, so that's gonna work. How's the music so far, Elias? Good? So I just did this. You know what? Yeah, because it's okay. I see it's HD. So gate. I'll take off on New York. Yeah, it's not an HD airport. Unfortunately. From the gate. Perfect. Okay, so I'll be taking off from New York. Good to hear. Um, yeah. I found a better soundtrack for music. So I'm just gonna be another viewer. Awesome. I'm just gonna be. So this is all loaded. I'm gonna click start flight, and this is real time, so it's night where I am right now. So let's see. Let me just adjust my brightness on my phone. Also, there's a lot here. But I want the weather. I want the date, time. Dawn is fine. No, why not just morning? Cool. Yeah, nighttime flying is not easy here. I'm gonna go back. Well, I'm ready to kind of pull back. Does reverse thrust work? It should. How do I push back? Shoot. I'm stuck. The reverse thruster should work. My parking brake is off. I'm just checking something. I might I am getting viewers. I am happy because some viewers do pop into my stream, and this is much more realistic. So hopefully I'll be getting some new viewers too, but I am glad you're here, Elias. No, I don't want to quit. I just want to... How do I... I'll spend like one more minute on this. There's a lot. I'm gonna be real quick with this. Real flight simulator. Later. Push back. Oh, I have to start my actual engines. I know what this is. Yeah, of course, my engines. Push back. There we go. I did that. I figured it out. I figured it out. I'm smart. I figured it out without the tutorial. I feel so smart now. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And I don't need the HUD right now. Oh, waypoints, those are helpful. Yeah, because my actual engines are off. That's one thing you learn. You actually turn on the engines first. Cool, other airplanes coming in. Awesome. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Cool. Just taking my time, pushing back. That was like the longest setup. But hey, I'm new to this game. It's a super realistic game. Be back in a real quick sec. Alright, I'm back. First of all, I accidentally hit the Siri button. Yeah, why is this? Alright, first of all, there we go. I overdid it. Let me check my map. The airport. Cool. Is it ground power? Nope. This is not what I need. This is aircraft systems. Fuel. Engines. There we go.
Delta Lima 343, taxi to holding point runway
Yep.
22
Engines.
Ground, Delta Lima 6.
There we go. Engine 1.
Delta
Engine 2.
Lima 621. You are clear to
Okay.
Mike, uniform,
Cool.
November, via Delta Echo, Echo, Zulu, Zulu, 4,000 feet. Contact when ready to start. Clear to Mike, uniform, November, via Delta Echo, Echo, Zulu, Zulu,
What's
4,000
that?
feet. When ready to start.
I think it's just my engines aren't at enough power.
Right back is correct. Ground, Delta Lima 621. Request startup. Delta Lima 621. Startup.
Did I
Report
waste
when
all my
ready to taxi.
fuel?
Welcome. Request taxi.
Shoot. Alright, I'm gonna skip this part. I'm gonna just start. Apparently I needed to get fueled up. I'm gonna screw this. Like takeoff. I'm gonna do a runway takeoff. It's gonna be much easier. I didn't realize taxiing I have to do all the checks. And oh, I'm low on fuel too. I'm just gonna do a runway takeoff. It's quite involved what I have to do. A lot of steps. So everything should be saved just from runway. And I don't want nighttime.
Will establish runway 31 right.
So date. Yeah, like 8 in the morning.
Delta
Cool.
Lima 487 wind 169 degrees 0 knots. Clear to land runway 31 right. Clear to land runway 31 right.
Alright, I've done this before. Should be pretty easy.
knots. V1. Rotate.
Cool. Whoa.
Positive rate.
Well, I'm at 10 degrees. Going too fast already. Oh, I have to rotate already? I should have checked that heading from the start.
Will establish runway 31 right. Alpha 2381 wind 167 degrees 0
I'm
knots.
gonna try
Clear
sharp
to land
return.
runway 31 right.
You can probably see New York from this angle.
Establish runway 31 left.
Why would it
Delta
make me
Lima
take off in the
68
exact
wind
opposite way?
167
But that's okay.
degrees, 0 knots. Clear to land runway
That's
31
what
left.
waypoints are for.
Clear to
Oh,
land
and my gear.
Gear up.
Totally forgot about my gear. Silly rookie mistake. Right, there's my waypoint. I'm already too high. Too fast. I'm gonna let go of this HUD. I only like it for takeoff. I mean, like, deactivated. This is enough for me, what's on the bottom of the screen. But I'm already aligned. Guess I'm flying over Long Island. I don't know what my speed should be, like 26 engine power. 430, 431. I guess like these engines are just so powerful. Why won't my speed go down? I'm so low for engine power. Well, now I'm going to be the correct. Alright, I was still speeding up because I'm locked. How am I too fast? Is it probably because I'm at a low? Yeah, I'm just gonna cut the engine power. See what happens. They don't tell you what the speed limit is, so how should I know? Let's see, if I did go on autopilot, what would it do? There should be a brake. A speed brake. Okay. 290. Alright, so 230 knots. I'll remember that. Now I'm climbing. The one thing that I still have to figure out is the speed brake. That just means next waypoint, I think. Oh no, that means reach correct altitude. Cool. Yeah, it is a nice plane. It's a nice plane for sure. I could change the view. Since I'm an autopilot, why don't I play around with the views? This is a different view with pilots. And you can kind of go around the cockpit, check things out. The one thing I need to figure out is the speed brake. The speed brake would be helpful. Because with the autopilot, that's definitely help. Let's see, but I actually want to stop autopilot. Whoops, that's just it reloading. Well, I like missed that waypoint.
Lima 667,
think.
leaving 3,000 feet.
No, I didn't.
Lima 667, air orbit 19, contact, radar. Roger, contact, radar.
Tower, Delta Lima 182, ready for departure runway 22 right. Delta Lima 182, Tower, clear for takeoff runway 22 right. Clear for takeoff runway 22 right.
Tower, X-ray, Lima 667,
Use my rudder.
leaving 3,000 feet. X-ray, Lima 667, air orbit 19, contact, radar.
Still too fast.
Roger, contact, radar.
Tower, Bravo 6.
And you know what? And I go into autopilot for now.
Bravo 6135, airport 20, contact.
Hey, Sneaky Pigeon, good to see you. Yeah, it is very, very, very impressive. It's a solid game. I was just doing some manual control, but as you can see, there are so many like systems here that you can put on, so many views that you can like play with. It's a phenomenal game. Honestly, it's even a little too realistic for me. There's another game that these developers make called that train horn was just me reaching the appropriate altitude. But I'm in autopilot right now, so I don't really have to be focused. But yeah, and here's like my map on the right. I'm just gonna do kind of like a classical airplane view, like this. Yeah, there we go. And in my flight plan, I'll check the second to last. I'll check what my flight plan is. But yeah, it's a super realistic game, and the physics are like very real. There's one thing I want to look up for this game. Speed brakes. Because if I'm going too fast, I need to slow down. That would be helpful.
Tower, Delta Lima 182, leaving 3,000 feet. Delta Lima 182, airborne at 20, contact, radar. Roger, contact, radar.
How's your day going, Sneaky?
Tower, Delta Lima 1, ready for departure runway 22, left. Delta Lima 1, Tower, clear for takeoff runway 22, left. Clear for takeoff runway 22, left. Full establish runway 31, left. Bravo 61858, wind 173 degrees, 0 knots. Clear to land runway 3.
You've been doing some dishes and my hands will be busy. Yeah, no worries at all, no worries. I'm glad you came. My day is pretty good. You know, did like a full day of work, then a couple other things, and now I'm streaming. And I'm gonna probably play for another 20 minutes. I should get close to landing. If not, I'll speed this game up and land. I'm doing for your reference, I'm doing New York City to Boston flight from JFK to Boston Logan. I do live in Boston myself, so I just wanted something that you know, do a place that I actually live in. But I'm just looking something up in the meantime on this on their manual. Yeah, I'm really glad it came. As I've been telling people, I'm planning to get a tripod for my real life streams that would make like the scale modeling a little bit kind of cleaner, for lack of a better word. The actual streams, in my cooking streams would be cleaner. But also I am planning to get a game capture card so I can stream other games as well. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, Kingdom Hearts, Zelda Breath of the Wild. They're all phenomenal games and I would love to stream them. I also have a couple Pokemon games I think they'd be fun to stream as well. But I do need to get a capture card and that is on my to-buy list very, very soon. Yeah, it's really good music. What I searched for was electronic, like royalty-free electronic music, because my Twitch videos have been getting muted because I've been using my Apple Music, and so many of those songs are copyrighted, and Twitch just notices them like that. It immediately notices the copyright music, and yeah, it's solid music. Solid music for sure. I'm gonna, let's see, I do have still a bit more time. I'm gonna disengage the autopilot once more and just see how I do. So let me go in this view. It's a little intrusive when I have so much. So why not just this view? I'll disengage from autopilot in here. But I learned from the autopilot like what my settings should be. I've learned that 200 knots is the preferred speed for this aircraft and I should just keep it there. And as soon as it's done with this, yeah, that's a nice view right there. Cool. And why don't I just do this? And I'll disengage from autopilot. So for some reason I need to be pitched up. Knots. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and I am losing altitude gradually. So I do have to be pitched up slightly. For this airplane specifically. Yeah, I'm glad I found this royalty-free music because it's a solid track. And it adds to the flight experience. Pigeon, one thing I was gonna say is like I myself hate doing chores, so best to you for getting through them. Like I had to do laundry today, and then like laundry and dishes are like my two least favorite things to do, and I keep reminding myself to just to embrace it and just to get through them. But yeah. This is actually really meditative right here. No worries, Elias. Yeah, sooner you do them, the sooner they go away. Totally agree. That's true. That's what I have to remind myself of, just chores. The sooner you do them, the sooner they go away. perfect way of looking at it. And I'm a little off misaligned, so just going to do this now. Check something here. 4 minutes. Oh, so I have 2 long stretches. What? Why am I being sent? Oh, I guess I'm making a weird loop. Well, it's part of the flight plan. But this is a long flight. What I'm probably gonna do, a bit fast. So I'm definitely not gonna make this in. It's a weird waypoint, but it is part of the flight plan. They said it's a half-hour flight, but this is definitely more than a half-hour flight. But I'm probably going to I'm still fast, so I'm gonna try a trick. Gonna set autopilot, speed, you know, I should use my autopilot for speed. And I'll align, at least I won't have to worry about speed that way. There must be an air brake somewhere. And I'm just gonna do autopilot for heading and altitude. Yeah, I was a bit low, but I'm just gonna search something here. 737 800 landing speed. 145 knots. Okay, just remember that. And I'll descend at around 170, I guess. Yeah, I guess, I mean, according to my flight plan, let's see if I can remember the shortcuts. Okay, so number 3. I still have my autopilot should have adjusted, but I still have like 2 long stretches here. Alright, next waypoint. I'm going in a straight line. Why is that? You know, what I was gonna say anyway. So, okay, 22 minutes of flight time, which I don't think is completely accurate. And my heading isn't being changed. Oh, there we go. I've had to shift to navigation. That's why. I'm gonna speed up and land. Can I speed this up? Yep. Alright. I'm just gonna take a moment. I'm gonna take a moment of silence. Literally gonna leave for a minute and just fixate on the landing. I know landing speed is 145 knots. Just gonna kind of relax. And yeah, be back in a minute and attempt this landing. Alright, I'm back, and I'm gonna attempt this landing now. Autopilot is off for speed. I'm gonna set the speed manually to like 159. That's all I'm gonna use in terms of autopilot. And I'm gonna be pitched down, gear down.
Gear down.
Set my speed. I need the speed to drop. My gear is down. I see another plane. I am going way too fast.
1500.
Why is my speed not dropping? I need it to speed. I need it to drop. This isn't gonna work if it doesn't drop fast.
1000.
Flaps.
Flaps.
I'm just gonna recalibrate. Yeah. My speed did drop substantially. I can still do this, I think.
2000.
No autopilot here at all, except for the speed, because keeping the speed is helpful. And use my rudder a little bit, kind of aligned. I am now aligned. Not bad. I am aligned.
400. Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums.
Pitch up.
200.
Using my rudder profusely.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. And auto brake. And I can use my reverse thruster here. I mean, I did it. I landed, actually. I'm actually proud of myself. I did it. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sneaky. Yeah. I mean, so I've been playing another game. I said another guy. I've been playing another game called Airline Commander, which is made by these developers. And I've picked up a lot about, like, you know, using my rudder and adjusting speed. But then I watched some Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 tutorials, which would lend themselves really well to this tutorial. And it was really just a tutorial about landing in general, and it's all about airspeed. You do want to be pitched down, of course, to an extent, but actually, if your airspeed is low enough, you will start descending. And so, yeah, some famous pilot journalist said, like, 3 most important things about aviation: airspeed, airspeed, airspeed. That's why I had it set on autopilot, and I looked it up ahead of time. And the rest is mostly visual, actually. Just gauging things with your eye. The runway should be kind of getting bigger itself. It shouldn't look like the runway is going away from you or like it's quickly coming towards you. It should just be expanding and expanding itself as it gets bigger as you get closer. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night for now. I have to go. I'm going out to dinner. So this was real fun. Thank you, Elias. Thank you, Pigeon, for being here. It was real fun. I hope to stream again sometime real soon. And hopefully one of these days I'll be using a tripod for my scale model streams. Have a good night, you guys.